If you just hopped in your car and started driving, how would you ever know you arrived unless you knew exactly where your destination is? That's what we want to talk to you a little bit about today, is charting your successes so that you know that you're at least moving in the right direction, like a compass for your training. This is Maria from hockeytrainingpro.com and goalietrainingpro.com. I'm going to share with you today our 4 really simple tests that you can do at home on your own to monitor your progress with your off-ice training. Here we go. This first test is more a measure of the endurance of your core stabilization muscles. So really those muscles that actually stabilize your spine have to work at a low level of tension for an extended period of time. So we're simply going to look at a core plank and hold. Is it the most functional test out there? Nope, not at all. But will it tell you, hey, I'm actually a little bit better than I was 4 weeks ago? Absolutely. So again, simple test that you can do anywhere. Let me show you how it's done. So when you do your core plank and hold, your elbows are right underneath your shoulders, your body stays in a perfectly straight line, and you hold that position. Not here, here, strong in the shoulders. You hold that as long as you can until you start to sag, or until you start to want to shift your bum up in the air to make it easier for you, or until you start to feel like, oh, now I feel like my lower back is straining trying to hold that position. Then stop. That's not what we're looking for. So again, remember, we want to get good quality data here. So do as much as you can do with perfect technique. Don't count any bits that are sloppy or compensation, because then it's not giving you an accurate representation. So leg power is what you need for that post-to-post speed. So a shooter's coming in on you, they think they've got a yawning cage, and boom, you rob them. And then you see their face go like, ah, they're so mad, and you just love it. Inside, you're just smiling. On the outside, you're smiling. Let me show you a really simple leg power test. When we measure standing long jump, so I just have a tape measure here, and this is just a rubber slat. You can have a piece of tape, but your toes can't overlap at all. And it's just a load and go. So you can't do a bunch of extra pumpers in here. It's just one and go. If you fall forward, put your hands down. It's okay. You're not, it's fine. Just don't fall backwards. So if you fall forward but don't drag your feet, that repetition counts. Here's what I mean. So if I fall forward and put my hands down, that's okay. I just come back to my feet and I measure at my heel. So at the furthest point back. So this heel is further back than this heel. So that's where I'll take my measurement from. Well, this one is not so much fun, but it tells you a lot about your stamina. It's a 300-yard shuttle run. You got to do it twice. If you have not sprinted since high school, if your knees are shot or your hips are shot, or you just plain old don't run, do not do this test. No, no way, no how, stay home. So if you're going to do the 300-yard shuttle run, what you'll do is you'll go to a soccer field or a gym. Make sure wherever you are, you've got good footing. So if you're on a soccer field, our players wear cleats when they do it. But basically, you're going to measure out 25 yards. And then you're going to run from cone to cone. So I have a cone here, and 25 yards down there, I have a cone. So I'm going to run there and back. That's 50 meters, or 50 yards. I'm going to run there and back 6 times, which will give me 300 yards. I'm going to measure my time. Our top level players get it in 60 seconds or less. Then you're going to rest for 5 minutes, and you're going to repeat it. So then also you can see a fatigue index. Maybe you're going to get the first one in 1:05, and you'll think, wow, that's fantastic. But then 5 minutes later, if you don't have the recovery, that second one might be 1:25. And really we want them quite close together. Maybe if the first one's 1:05, we'd like the next one 1:10 or less. So that's how you're going to do your 300-yard shuttle. Again, if you're not used to running, if you haven't been doing it as part of your training, please don't just go out and start hammering on this. You really risk injuring yourself, pulling a muscle, that kind of thing. So it's okay. You might just want to leave this one out. This is one test that I think puts fear into the hearts of most athletes. It's a chin-up test. But the thing that's really cool about it is if you're working on chin-ups, if chin-ups are a part of your off-ice training program, you really will see improvements. So a lot of us suck at chin-ups because we don't do chin-ups. This is how we test chin-ups in the gym. So when we do our chin-ups, the only way to really make them consistent is to go all the way down to all the way up. So, some people come down that far and then back up again, and we don't count those reps, because how do we judge, when you're there or there or there? It's really hard. But if you come all the way down, then we know. So, that's a soft bend in the elbow. You don't have to forcefully extend it, but that's what we're coming to. And then we need to get our mouth above the bar for the rep to count. So it's just as many as we can do that without a jump